and welcome to our edition of Tinker Mountain News. I'm Antarjot Kaur.
And I am Arij, and here is your latest update.
The Spanish and SRLA Club hosted a sugar cookie decoration event on October 30th for Dia de los Muertos. Check out this sweet video created by Prophet and Diana.
My name is Nora Williams. I am one of the co-presidents of the Spanish Club this year to celebrate and bring awareness about Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, which is a Mexican tradition. They celebrate the dead, basically. It's nothing scary or anything. It's meant to be a sentimental kind of celebration time. So family members will gather around the graves of the people that have passed and put up pictures. They kind of make a shrine. It's called an ofrenda, which is an offering. Altar de ofrenda. The colors that we tried to use were yellow, orange, and red, using the marigolds. But we also use colors like blue and green and stuff like that because it's just fun. It made it fun. We lit a lot of candles, but since we can't actually light real candles, we use those click-on ones. Asked the dining hall to make Mexican food for October 31st. And we also had a cookie decorating party. The cookies that are decorated like skulls, those are more related to Day of the Dead. What people do is they make these really interesting sugar skulls, which they paint in intricate ways, tricky cookies, which we decorated. The bats and the ghosts and pumpkins or whatever, that's Halloween, that's not really Day of the Dead. That's not what it's meant for. I feel like and everything was a success, everyone had a lot of fun, and we got to pass out a lot of our flyers and let people know that Spanish Club does have a presence on campus. So we're gonna end up collaborating with a lot of other clubs. Spanish Club meets bi-weekly, so every other week on Wednesdays in the Rat at 5:45. Like the Facebook page, just Hollins Spanish Club, because we will usually post and give reminders of meeting dates. We meet on Saturdays sometimes to practice our Spanish conversation. It's a really good time. You don't even have to speak Spanish to be in the club. Like people, like doing fun things, and maybe interested in some of the culture, because you do learn quite a bit about it.
On Thursday, October 30th, FMLA Club and Professor Glenn Bracey and Cherry Valentine hosted the Cultural Appropriation Panel. Here is a preview of this panel and why it's important in our society, created by Prophet.
Just in time for Halloween, FMLA and STAN sponsored a cultural appropriation panel featuring Hollins University's Professor Bracey and Valentine. Cultural appropriation has little to do with one's exposure to and familiarity with different cultures. Instead, cultural appropriation typically involves members of a dominant group exploiting the culture of less privileged groups, often with little understanding of the latter's history, experience, and traditions. The event focused on the history of cultural appropriation and how ideas are perpetuated through mass media. This course also included how to recognize cultural appropriation, be an active preventer of cultural appropriation, and how to handle situations in which you are faced with cultural appropriation.
The team competed against Emory and Henry on October 31st. Check out some of the clips from the meet, created by Victoria. Well, that's all we have for you today in Tinker Mountain News. I'm Antarjot Kaur.
And I am Arij. From all of us on Tinker Mountain News, we wish everyone a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. We hope everyone enjoyed the show. Stay tuned for our upcoming segment, Unleashed, right after the show.